This tutorial is going to show you how to create a new list using MailChimp.com and then how to create a web form that gets more users onto your list. So step one, we are going to go to www.mailchimp.com. And that's where I'm at in this tab here. As you can see, you're going to either have to sign up or log in. If you don't have an account, if you just hit the sign up button, you can just enter a few pieces of information in, you'll get a confirmation email, and then you'll be on your way. I'm going to go back one and I'm going to actually log in because I already have an account. And I'm just entering my username and password and hitting login. Maybe it's going to pop up like this that they need some security information. I don't need to do that right now. I'm going to click the I'll do this later option. If that doesn't happen, you're just going to go straight to the dashboard here. And that's where we are at. We've gone to MailChimp, we signed up, or we logged in, and now we want to click on lists in the MailChimp dashboard. So that dashboard that I'm talking about is this menu up along the top of the screen. I'm going to hit lists. And I don't have any lists right now. What I need to do is create a list. So I'm going to hit the create list button in the top right hand corner of the screen, and that is step 5 in our tutorial here. Clicking on creating list, then we are going to fill in our information fields and click save. So I'm going to hit create lists, and I'm going to name my list. I'm going to call mine weekly newsletter. You want to put in the from email address that you'd like for people to be seeing when they get your newsletter. I'm just going to use my email address, kelly.wakely@gmail.com. And my from name, that's what they're going to see that the email is coming from. I'm going to put Kelly Wakely. You should give them a little bit of a reminder of like how they signed up to your list. I'm going to put something, you are signed up for this newsletter because you, let's say I'm going to change it. You signed up for this newsletter when you filled out the form on my website. The request form on my website. So you can customize that to have it be whatever you want. It is going to require that you enter some contact information, and it's some federal regulations, and you do have to have a physical address of some type on there. And if you don't like what you have there, you could hit edit, but you do have to have a physical street address of some type there. I'm just going to go with daily summary. I don't like getting a lot of emails. Maybe you want to have singular notifications. I just want a daily summary of subscribes and unsubscribes. So I have filled in my information fields as desired, and now I'm ready to click save. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit save. So then it's going to take me to the main page for my list. And what I would want to do there is if I already had users, I could add those to my list individually or do a mass import. And then we'll move on to making a web form to get more users. So I don't have any subscribers. Like I said, you could hit this import subscribers button if you already had a email address list of people. Like you could have a CSV or like Excel type form that you could copy and paste from, or a .txt file. You just want to make sure that it's a .csv, .txt, XLS, or XLSX file. So you have a few different options there if you do have users that you want to put on your list immediately. So you could add users if you had that. And what we're going to move on to doing is making a web form to get more users. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that MailChimp dashboard. And we're going to click on the word lists. So if I'm back at my MailChimp dashboard, if I click on the word lists up at the top of the screen, like I just did, you'll see it's showing my only list that I have, which is Wakely newsletter. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to then click on my desired list, which was Wakely newsletter. And then I'm going to click on sign up forms. So there's a lot of different styles of forms here. We're just going to go with a general form right now. That's the top one. What that's going to do is it's going to create a link that we could send to people or put on social media to get people to sign up. So I'm clicking on general forms, and you could tell people, you could have people pick between whether they're getting your email as a plain text or an HTML thing. If you're not sure what that means, I would just go ahead and click it. I like having choices. You could also make sure that robots aren't signing up for your newsletter by protecting it with a CAPTCHA. So once you have, decided on your settings here, what you'll then do is, customize what you want to have on your registration form. So I'm going to make mine say Wakely newsletter sign up. And I'll also add a message like sign up here for all the latest news. And like, I have a pretty simple form. I just want people's email address, their first name, their last name. This is the default. If I wanted more stuff, I could click on the menu over here and it would bring those fields in and it'd be great. So this is about as simple as it gets. I have a URL here that I could copy and paste into a social media post, or I could also click for a Facebook link, or I could tweet it, or I could get a QR code. But I'm just going to take my URL, I'm going to copy it by hitting Command C on my keyboard. I'm opening a new tab. I'm going Command V to paste that in. And I've got my newsletter sign up. So people can go here, they can tell me they want to be part of that. Once they hit subscribe to list, it'll be dumped into my user list. So that's what we have just done. We created a new list in MailChimp, and then we created a new web form to get people to sign up for that. And that's pretty straightforward process. If you wanted to have a more complicated form, there are a variety of other options for your forms. So if I go back and click lists, and I click on my list and hit sign up forms again, I could, besides that URL, I could also have like an HTML code or a pop-up or other styles. So it's just really what works best for you.